Okay, today in the Clay Studio Center, I want to show you how you could take something from nature, like a leaf, to create a nice little piece of pottery that could act as a spoon rest or a little dish or something to keep your change in. So I'm going to be showing you how to do that today. Okay. The first thing you want to do is you want to get the air out. And you get the air out by throwing it down on the table. But this time, instead of keeping it in a rock shape, we want to flatten it out like a pancake, because we're going to be rolling it with the rolling pin. So you want to try to get it as flat as possible by throwing it down and keeping it on the table by all means. And then we're going to take our rolling pin and then we're going to be rolling. This is the slab method. The slab method for rolling is pretty much kind of like you're rolling out cookie dough. And so you're going to try to make it even all the way around. And you want to make it as big as your leaf is. Okay, I've rolled out my clay here, and I had to really make sure that my leaf fit, because this is a pretty large leaf and it almost fits, so I think it will work just fine. So now if you look at the back of the leaf, there's a difference between the front, which is smoother, and the back of the leaf, which has the veins. So you want to put the back of the leaf down and position it, and you can use your own your thumbnail to press in the veins, or if you have a brayer, you can use a brayer to press down the leaf. It's always fun to use a brayer. So you're trying to get the impression of the leaf, much like a fossil that you study in science class. So I've pressed my leaf down good. And now, before I pull it up, I'm going to take one of our tools and I'm going to trace around the outside of the leaf. And this way I will have my pattern of my leaf. You could also use a stick to trace around it. I'm not going to do a really big stem because I don't want it to fall off. Sometimes you wouldn't even do a stem at all because it might break. Oh, that worked out great. Look how good that looks. You could pull away your scrap pieces and get them all balled up so they don't go to waste, and it can be used for something else. Now, I have a few of these little rough edges on around here. So with those rough edges, I'm going to use a sponge. Not too wet, just so that we have a nice smooth edge. All right, now what I need next is a piece of newspaper. You're going to ball it up into a ball, and we want our leaf to dry on this so that it will have a place to rest, but we want it to not lay flat. We want it to be in a curved shape. So I'm going to very gently and carefully pull this up off here, and I'm going to drape it over my leaf. The leaf over the newspaper so that it forms a nice little mound here. And I'm going to put my name on it. So I can use a skewer to put my initials or my name. And you put your class code. And if you have room, put the year. Now you can let that dry for just a little bit, and then you can check it and see, okay, is this the shape I'm going to want? And I really do like this leaf, so I think it's going to be great. So I'm going to flip it back over. There we go, and that's how you make a leaf bowl in the Clay Studio Center.